Jumbo!
Pregnancy!
Welcome to my bedroom this week. Today, me and Casey have decided to ask each other questions, and if you guys want to ask us any questions, just go on the Facebook page and send us a message. So we have our jar of truth.
Jar of secrets.
So do you want to take the first one or shall I?
I want you to.
Okay. That's rude. Okay. I want this one. Oh, this one's written by Casey, I can tell because it's in her hand.
Because it's beautiful.
Okay, if today was your last day on Earth, how would you spend it? I would just get super fat. I'd just go out and eat as much as I could, you know?
That would be my answer if I got that as well.
Like, people would say, like, they'd have sex or they'd... I just eat. Eating, there's nothing wrong with just eating for a day.
What would you eat? What's your game plan?
I'd start at Macca's, you know, and then I'd get a whole bunch of that food. And then I'd probably head to a pizza place. And then sushi bar, and then get drunk off my tits, and then I just eat a kebab, and then be dead. What a shame.
How do you think that people die in these questions? If it was your last day on Earth, how do you think they will die?
I think as soon as they reach 12 o'clock, they're just
dead.
They're just dropped.
Just dead. 5 things you hate. Ryley, when people spell shit wrong. Sarge, who I'll crop in a video footage of Sarge in a second. Sarge! Hey! Kill yourself. I hate when there's someone else in Centrelink that's wearing shoes because it makes me feel worse about myself.
Lisa D'Amato.
Lisa D'Amato. Let's crop in another photo of her. Her face is like a turtle.
And she is not took. Oh, marry, fuck, kill. I have Madonna, Pauly D, and Noni Hazelhurst. Oh, that is adorable. I would marry Noni Hazelhurst so she could read me bedtime stories every night like she used to in play school.
Good choice.
I would fuck Pauly D just so I could like grab onto his hair because it would be like really fun to grab onto.
Could you imagine? Oh yeah, Ryley, yeah!
And unfortunately I'd kill Madonna because someone needs to make way for all these new.
Julia Gillard versus Colleen from Home and Away. Who is hotter? I wish Colleen would die. Every time, I was talking to George about this, every time something happens on Home and Away, like a storm or a fire, when I see Colleen's little face, yoo-hoo, when I see it appear at the end, it's not a good day for me. Why won't she die?
Oh, Libby! Fuck off, Colleen.
Gillard, No, she's pissing me off. Colleen's hotter. I've got to say it. I want her dead, but I would... She's still a hot bitch, even if she's dead.
If it came up to her, you would tap her.
I would tap her sideways until she, yoo-hooed.
Who let the dogs out? Well, it wasn't the Baha Man because they wrote that song terrible language. They wrote that song and then we never heard anything from them.
Who are the dogs?
It's
why?
I am going to refer to dogs as year 8 sluts. And the people who let those dogs out, their parents. They should be ashamed. Oh, this is awkward because this question's already in the jar again. What is your most embarrassing moment? I don't know. In primary school I used to cry a lot. I don't know why, I just used to cry a lot. And now I don't cry. And I remember this one time I was in class and tears just started falling from my eyes and my teacher's like, what's wrong? And I had to come up with some excuse for like why I was crying, and the only thing I could come up with was I only got 49 out of 50 on my test. The whole class turns around and looks at me and is like, what the fuck?
What if your whole life a ghost has been haunting you, like a tiny little ghost, and everywhere you go it just sprinkled onions and you just started to cry and it was inexplicable? What would you do?
I'd be terrified because I sleep with my TV on because I think there's a ghost in my room. What would you do if there was a zombie apocalypse? Do you know? I just pretend to be dead. I just lay down on the floor and pretend to be dead.
And then what?
When they're gone, I just get up and walk away, you know?
What if they stay?
Then I guess I will just roll away during the night. Zombies have to sleep, don't they? So I'll just like roll away while they're all asleep. They're not gonna have any night guards. They're not smart enough. They eat brains. They don't have brains.
You wouldn't want to hurt anyone. Just roll.
If you're in a bank heist, roll out the door. If your house is on fire, roll out the door. If the bakery runs out of sausage rolls, roll out the door. Nuclear holocaust, roll out the door. Can't finish your exam, roll out the door. Found out you have no arms or legs, roll out the door.
Roll out the door. Roll out the door.
We are big advocates of rolling out the door. Finish this sentence. The worst thing you could do during sex is... I think the worst thing you could do during sex is laugh. If you laughed at someone during sex, they'd feel really inadequate. Or maybe fart.
I reckon the worst thing you could do during sex is roll out the door.
If they're really bad at sex, just roll out the door.
I know, I reckon, okay, Golden Girls reference. Betty White's character, Rose, like she's, while having sex with two men, her husband and someone she was seeing, they both died.
Oops.
So I think maybe the worst thing you could do during sex is die, and then the other person would be like, what would you do if someone died when you were having sex with them?
If personally,
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh, okay, and then I'd just roll out the door.
What is your most embarrassing moment? Would you relive it for other people's entertainment? Okay, story time. If anyone knows me really well, they know that I need to pee a lot, like all the time. And I think it was in maybe year 1 or year 2. We had it was so worse because we had like fleece pants, like blue fleece pants that were fluffy on the inside. Oh god. We were in the art room and our art teacher, Mr. Parker, was doing a demonstration, and he doesn't like, we all gather around his table, he doesn't like to be interrupted, so I had my hand up, I needed to pee, like it was happening, needed to pee, and he just wouldn't acknowledge my existence, and so I pissed on the art room floor, and he dismissed everyone and they all went back to their chairs, and he, I don't know if he's either really dumb or just a hero, because he was like, oh god guys, who spilled the yellow dye on the floor? And I just lost my shit. And
She shut herself in
He's like, oh god, why is the clay on the floor? But yeah, that was probably my most embarrassing. But nobody ever knew except, well, your pants, okay, if you piss yourself, your pants go a darker shade of blue.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone would have known, but, you know.
Do you know what I found out about Katy Perry? You know the popular game The Sims? She is releasing one in March. It's for a part of The Sims 3, and you can like play her character pretty much, and get her clothes and her stage and shit like that. Yeah, and I'm just like,
What?
wow, there's a lot of boys that are gonna start playing The Sims now just so they can say that they fucked Katy Perry.
They didn't really fuck her.
Yeah, but their Sims did.
They would hoot her.
Okay, if stars are really far away and we can see them, how come I can't see someone walking down my street when they're really far away?
Because stars are really big.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are. They're massive. That's like if you see,
sort of a really fat person.
that's like if you see me walking down the street, you'd be like, hey Casey, I'll be like 400 metres away. But if you see bloody, someone, give me someone skinny. Hayden walking towards us, you don't see him until like he's right here.
We would like to give a shout out to our 7 friends on Facebook. Thank you for...
And our 5 subscribers.
Yeah.
We love you.
We want to thank you. But we also want to know, Broken Glass MB on YouTube.
Who are you?
Please send us a message on Facebook so we can find out who you are, because...
We have theories, but
we can't say names because... Okay.
I have a feeling that it's Nicki Minaj's secret account.
Oh.
And she's following us. Thank you for guest starring on the Unhireables, Scott.
No worries, anytime.
What do you have to say to our viewers?
Suck my dick.